Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Abdul Basit Sohail from Lahore, Pakistan. Today we shall discuss about the concept of Mudarba. Mudarba is also called Muqarada and Kirat, but term of Mudarba is most popular, so we shall use Mudarba. Mudarba is a kind of partnership where one partner gives money to another partner or another party for investing capital in a commercial enterprise. This is a kind of partnership contract with capital is from one side and labor and work is from another side. The person who provides capital is called Rabbul Mal, capital provider or investor. The person who offers his services, his skills is called Mudarib or agent or entrepreneur. What are the profit and loss distribution in Mudarba? Profit is shared on agreed proportion. That can be one fourth, one third, and one half. Loss is suffered by the capital provider because Mudarib does not contribute in capital. So far as Mudarib will lose his struggle, his skill, he will not get anything for reward of his struggle, for reward of his skill. Islamic law does not differentiate between company and partnership firm. So Mudarba applies to both the company and the partnership firm as well. Mudarba is proved by Quran, Sunnah and Ijma. In Surah Muzammil, and others who journey through the earth seeking the bounty. Some jurists explain this verse that they seek bounty of Allah through trade and disposition. Holy Prophet Muhammad is reported to have said, there is great blessing in three things: the credit sale, the mudarba, and mixing wheat and barley for domestic consumption, not for sale. The Holy Prophet gave his tacit approval to conditions imposed by Hazrat Abbas radiallahu anhu, who used to give money on the basis of mudarba. The Holy Prophet ﷺ himself acted as mudarib. He himself acted as agent or manager for Hazrat Khatija radiallahu anha prior to his marriage. Many instances have been cited to prove the mudarba was a lawful business and was frequently employed by companions of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu used to invest orphans' property on the basis of mudarba. There are three elements according to majority. There is one element according to Hanafi. There are five elements according to Shafi. According to majority, offer and acceptance by Rabbul Mal and by Mudarib. Subject matter and the parties to Mudarba contract. We also made separate video on elements of contract. We discussed elements of contract in detail. You can have a link in description of this video. Conditions of Mudarba. There are three conditions pertaining to partners, pertaining to capital, and relating to profit. First, we discuss the conditions pertaining to partners. The first condition is parties or partners must have legal capacity. What is legal capacity? Legal capacity includes competence to develop principal and agent relationship, because the investor develops agent relationship with the Rabbul Mal. So, legal capacity includes competence to develop principal agent relationship. This requires that none of parties should be insane, should not be minor or should not be placed under interdiction because of insolvency or weakness of intellect. The second condition relating or pertaining to capital must be in absolute currency. Capital should not be in merchandised form or in goods form, because in goods are prohibited. However, Hanfi and Humbly allow it in case capital provider or Rabbul Mal should first sell these things and then give money for business to his working partner, to the Mudarib. So if you have a look on Hanfi and Humbly viewpoint, so it is somewhat similar with the others. I think there is no difference if they have to sell and then give money to Mudarib. So it's the same, that currency should be in absolute form. So here we have to keep in mind, all the jurists are unanimous on this condition, that the capital should be handed over to Mudarib. It is essential for the validity of Mudarba contract. I revise here the main point. All the jurists are unanimous on this point, that the capital should be handed over to the Mudarib, to the working partner. It is essential for the validity of Mudariba contract. So goods and commodities are not recorded eligible here. It should be ready cash. It should not be absent money in form of debt. So adjustment of debt in Mudarba contract is not allowed. So that should be in ready cash. Capital should be known and defined in terms of quality and quantity to avoid any uncertainty or any confusion between the partners. Conditions pertaining to profit. It is not valid to leave profit undecided. All the partners, all the parties should know their profit proportion. So if they don't decide the proportion, so jurists say their profit distribution will be 50-50. So but the profit distribution should not leave undecided. It should be decided before Mudarba contract. Division of profit should be on proportional basis. For example, one half, one third, one fourth. It is not allowed to fix a specific amount as profit for one of the contracting party before the distribution of profit. There are two types of Mudarba. Unrestricted Mudarba, that is also called Mudarba al-Mutlaq. Restricted Mudarba, that is called Mudarba al-Muqayyida. Restricted Mudarba, unrestricted Mudarba, which is not restricted in terms of time. It means investor or capital provider does not put any condition on time. For example, investor gives money to Mudarib and does not say that you have to invest immediately or you have to do business after 1 month or 1 year. He does not put any restriction on place that you have to invest in Lahore or in Karachi. It does not put any kind of restriction on kind of rate or person from whom he is to buy or whom he is to sell. It means Mudarib have the very much freedom here. He can invest in any suitable business. He can purchase from any person and sell to any person. There is no restriction, no condition on Mudarib by the capital provider. This is called unrestricted Mudarba. So far as restricted Mudarba is concerned, here the capital provider restrict the liberty of action of Mudarib. in terms of time. For example, capital provider can say that this is money you can take, but you will have to do business in summer season or in winter season. It can put condition about place that you have to invest in Pakistan, you have to invest in Malaysia, you have to invest in UK, and kind of trade as well. Capital provider can say to Mudarib that you have to do business of furniture. You are not allowed to do the business other than the furniture. So if capital provider puts some restriction, some condition on the conduct of Mudarib, so this is called restricted Mudarba. Mudarba al-Muqayyida too. Let's talk about the termination or dissolution of Mudarba. There are 6 ways to dissolve, to terminate the contract of Mudarba. Unilateral termination, by expiry of fixed time if already decided, by death of any partner, by insanity of any partner, by disregard of express direction of the capital provider, by the Mudarib, and lastly by destruction of the capital. Mudarba is not binding contract. Any partner can unilaterally terminate if the capital is in cash form. If the capital is in cash form, both the partners can terminate at any time. But if the capital is in form of goods, termination will by investor is not allowed. Agent has right to sell goods to reconvert in the cash. Second is if the mudarba is for fixed time. So after lapse of that fixed time, mudarba will automatically be terminated. It will be terminated on expiry of that period, definitely. By death of any partner, by death of mudarib or by death of Rabbul Mal, capital provider in mudarba contract, mudarba will be terminated. If capital provider or mudarib becomes continuously mad, continuously insane, so then mudarba will be finished. By disregard of express direction in case of restricted mudarba. In restricted mudarba, capital provided puts some conditions, puts some restrictions on mudarib, and mudarib does not abide by those conditions, those directions. So then restricted mudarba will be terminated. By destruction of capital, by destruction of capital before initial purchase has been taken place. Agent will be responsible in case of negligence or otherwise he is not liable. Mudarib is responsible for any loss in case he did some negligence. If he did his action with full responsibility, so then Mudarib is not responsible. Our references are Islamic Law of Contract and Business Transactions by Dr. Tahir Mansouri and IslamicMarket.com. May Allah forgive my mistake in content and concept. Thank you for watching this video.